Hello Capricorn, thank you for joining me. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. I hope you enjoy the reading. It's a general collective reading for your sign. So aspects of it will resonate with you, but it could also be, you could be seeing it in other people's lives, those that are close to you at this time. I work with the 12 houses of the zodiac, astrological cards, goddess guidance, and destiny cards. Please don't forget to like and share or subscribe. That will elevate the videos for other people to see as well on YouTube. If you would like a private reading, then my website is in the drop-down box below. I'm also on Instagram. I do daily inspirational posts and also weekly readings there. Okay, so let's have a look, see what we've got. I normally pull 3 houses of interest coming up for the month for you. 11th house. This is the house of friendships, contacts, networks, any sort of group activities. Also your personal hopes and dreams, your wishes, your visions for the future. 7th house, house of partnerships, relationships. And we've got 3rd house, which is the house of communication. Okay, we've got water element sensing coming out for you. You may just need to retreat a bit from certain aspects that you're involved in, whether it's friendships or groups. And you need to just vision your future at this time with this water element card. That's what it's all about. It's a very imaginative and tapping into the divine type of card, but you need to do it through rest. Okay, we've got Venus Love coming into your 7th house. Lovely card. So something either new coming in for you, or it's the regeneration of something, renewal possibly, if you're already in a partnership with somebody significant. And then we've got Mercury retrograde reinvention. Bottom of the deck is fire element desire. So this could be applying obviously to this relationship. I feel that's where it's going to come in mostly. Because the others are a retreat, that's a retreat, and this is also a retreat here. So I feel this is to do with that. Very nice card to be coming in. Okay, let's get goddess guidance now. Got Athena, inner wisdom. So this is all about tapping into your inner wisdom. You know what to do here already. We've got Hathor, receptivity. So be receptive to love. That's what this is coming in to say to you now. And then we've got Green Tara, start delegating. This is for your 3rd house for communication. So there's quite a bit that needs to be said, it looks like. Bottom of your goddess deck is Sekhmet, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. Okay, so whichever area this is applying, whether it's your 11th house, your 7th house, or your 3rd house, it's saying that be strong. It can also apply to your physical body. It may be saying that you need to do some form of exercise, whatever it may be, which will build your body up a little bit. So whether that's just lifting a few weights or going on hikes, or just something that's going to make your body feel stronger, because then you're going to be able to face certain things feeling stronger within yourself. So it's got that aspect to it, but it's saying be strong, and that you have that inner strength. You have the strength to see you through whatever is coming to you at this time. And just to tap into a victorious mindset. let go of any sort of victim mentality or victim consciousness or poor me, anything like that. Let go of anything to do with that. No negative self-talk, no self-sabotaging. This is all about positive thoughts about yourself and your situation, and that is what you will project, and also what you say, positive things. Once you project that, then that is what you will draw towards you. So this is about having that very positive mindset and attitude towards certain things, and to just allow allow things to work out, but hold that vision in yourself. Ignore naysayers, skeptics, people who are kind of not on your wavelength or not resonating with you at this time, or they just see perhaps that you are changing certain things. It's coming in here in your 11th house and they're not happy about it, but that's their problem. You must work to your, march to your own drummer. You must set your own course and just be strong about it. And as I said, if you need to build up a bit of physical strength, then do that. It will help you. But this is all about tapping into that energy, that strong energy to, it's inner strength to overcome whatever you may be facing at this time. But it's that positive self-talk, positive mindset, positive words, which will lead to your happy outcome. Okay, so we've got 11th house. As I said, this is the house of friendships. It's also the house of contacts, networks, any sort of group activity. So this can be an association, a society, a book club, any kind of club, wherever you're involved with others in some sort of group endeavor. Okay, it all falls in under this card. It's also the card of your personal hobbies and interests, and your visions and ideals and wishes for yourself for the future. So what you're striving towards, your ideals as well. All of that comes in with the 11th house. It can also be certain aspects of your, sort of on a more global level, so global consciousness and social reforms and any sort of global, global concepts. It's also about tracking trends and movements in society or certain things that are popular. It's about, having futuristic visions as well, tapping into that. Your sort of futuristic visions and dreams for yourself, but you may be seeing them from a global perspective as well. So, but I feel this is more on a personal level for you. So whether it's your friendships and your contacts or any kind of group activity you may be involved in, whether this is a physical group or an online group or just something, I feel there's some sort of withdrawal that is required here at this time. Water element sensing is about following your instincts and your intuitions, okay? Even though it may not have a logical basis. Just follow that. Follow your gut feels, what you are intuiting, because that's going to lead you to the right place. So there may be a few things going on around, a few storms brewing, a few things blowing over. Just let them go. Don't engage fully. Just allow things to flow at this time, and just withdraw, retreat. You need to spend a bit of time on your own, either in your own space or in a private place, just to regenerate. You need to rest. This is about dreaming and visioning. As I said, it's falling in the 11th house, so this is very much about your visions for the future, your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, and any hobbies and interests that you may be trying to push as well. So, but this is not a time for that. This is a planning. This is a preparation for action card. So it's about sensing. It's about tapping into what it is that your higher self, tapping into the angelic realms, or your guides, or the universe, or God, whatever is your method of downloading information and gathering information. But it's very much on a spiritual level, an imaginative level. So any artistic pursuits, anything that you can do in that line, all of us are creative. So do a creative activity, anything, it doesn't matter, as long as you are in the present moment, but working on something. It's a form of meditation. And if it's an artistic pursuit, then that's great, because you're going to be tapping into higher realms, and you're going to have a lot of imagination coming to you at this time. But it is very much a preparation phase. Withdraw, put a few boundaries in. so that you don't, don't get pulled into other people's issues or get other people's complexities. You don't want to be taken advantage of while you're in this quiet, compassionate phase. Compassion for yourself, I mean. You don't want to get taken advantage of during that phase. So a few boundaries in place, and just let the storms blow over at this time, but go with what you're sensing right now. And this is reiterated here by Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. So this is a retreat, withdrawal, go within, ascertain what it is that you're sensing and feeling. Have a look at it, and then formulate what it is you're going to do. This is about, as I said, it's tapping into your own inner wisdom, your own inner GPS, your own gut feelings about certain things, about certain people. It could relate to friendships, as I say. Perhaps you are changing a few friendships at this time. We're in a time in the world where people that you used to resonate with, you're not going to resonate with now going forward, because we're all changing. We're all moving into our own sort of form of reality. There will be other things going on, but this is very much about tapping into your future, where it is that you want to go, what sort of world you want to live in, and then pursuing that. And if some people, whether it's a group or a friendship or other contacts that you're in touch with, whether they stay with you through that or they fall away, it's a letting go time for them to go on. They'll be on their own path in any case. And some will just go, and so let them go. It's a kind of a rearrangement. It's not a this is not an egoistic type of thing. It's just simply who and what you are resonating with at this time. Then we've got 7th house. So this is the house of relationships, the house of partnerships. So this is normally a committed partnership. This is not a love affair. This is the next phase. This is a committed partnership or committed relationship. So it can be a marriage, or just, preparing for marriage, or going into marriage, or some sort of longer term commitment, or you could already be in one. It can also be if that is not in your life at the moment, then it can be this is one-on-one close personal relationship. So this can be somebody in your environment, a close personal relationship right now. It can also be a business partner, but because you've got Venus love here, I feel this is more to do with actual relationships right now. So it covers all of that. The lower courts can also come in with the 7th house. So with Venus, it is very much about love, the bringing in of love. Everything to do with love is front and center with this card. And so you may be, going into a relationship right now, and Venus bodes well for that. And we've got Hathor at the top here, Hathor receptivity. And allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. So very important. This is about nurturing yourself and nurturing your relationship, but you must be open to receiving the love, receiving the attention, receiving the being open to receiving, but also to just being open to the concept of love, and whatever the person is bringing in. So but it's also about nurturing yourself at this time. So loving yourself, loving this other person, and allowing that Venus energy to wash over you. Okay, you need to give to yourself as well as to the other, because then you will be in balance. So it's about giving and receiving. You can't give, because then eventually it builds up resentment, and you start to go, you can't actually fulfill yourself anymore. You've got to give from a full cup, not an empty cup. So give to yourself, lavish yourself with love, treat yourself as your own best friend. What you would do for your best friend or for your lover, do that for yourself. In there's lots of ways you can do this, and then you will feel fulfilled, and then you can project that. You can project that outwards to your person. This is also about the appreciation of the finer things in life, and being in love, everything looks more beautiful. And this is because you're sort of in a higher dimension. There is only love in the world. There is nothing else. Everything else is a construct of your ego or your mind, and stems usually from fear. But when you get let go of all of that, there is only love in the world. Everything runs on love, and if you make decisions and if you do everything from your heart, you can't go wrong. So this is about the appreciation of love and everything that love can do for you, making decisions from the heart, focusing on the love in your life and the people that you love. It's being open to that, being receptive to that, and also to receiving the love from the other person. It's also about refinement and the love of beauty. So, this is about finding refinement in your relationships. So if you are already in a relationship with your significant person, this is like a regeneration of that. This is kind of the appreciation. You may be seeing your person in a very loving light at the moment. So it's like a regeneration or a renewal, something coming back around again, sort of, you're just seeing things in a different way. And it's because of Venus, because of love, because of the energy of love. So being open to that, and sort of allow that to infuse your relationship, to give it that boost that it requires. As I said, so the appreciation of the finer things, little luxuries. Venus loves luxury, so you may be doing a few things to do with that. So perhaps you're within your relationship giving to the other person, but also, as I said, give to yourself little luxuries, home comforts, beautiful things, things that they don't have to be expensive. They can be beautiful handmade things which have special meaning. Get creative, go to visit the artistic, any kind of artistic, whether it's like the arts, the ballet, music, concerts, galleries, anything. Go to places like that to enhance the feelings of love, and spend time in nature as well, which will also enhance the feelings of love. So it's all of those things all wrapped up into Venus. But it is very much about the appreciation of beauty as well. So whether you are appreciating this in your partner, your person, or you are seeing it in your environment around you, and that is infusing your life with the love energy, or this person could be bringing this into your life at this time. So be receptive to the love. That's what this is saying. It will increase your intuition. It will infuse your life with this energy, and that will allow you to be able to give to others. This is about nurturing as well. All right, children, the conception of children, and anything to do with children, all comes in with this as well. She's the goddess. She's involved with that. So you may be talking about that, or you may have a blended family, or it's just the mothering, that beautiful mothering, nurturing energy. Now, whether you're a masculine or a feminine doesn't matter. We all have this balance within us. So make sure that you are balanced, that you are allowing your feminine side to come through, because that is coming in with this, the mothering, the nurturing energy, nurturing of yourself, nurturing of your partner. So make sure you're tapping into that. And as I said, it could be from a child perspective as well, whether it's children in your environment, or the conception of children, or the thoughts about children. That may be coming in for you. But it's being receptive, opening up, allowing yourself, giving yourself permission to be in that love energy, to trust the love energy, and trust that you will be okay through whatever unfolds in the relationship, Okay, then we've got third house messages coming in. So third house is everything to do with communication. So this is, you could be receiving news, or you could be giving news in some ways. You could be expressing yourself in some way. But as I said, you could also be hearing things, or waiting for a message. This is also about contracts and documents as well. If you're contemplating marriage at this time, it could be to do with that. Or some sort of commitment, it could be the joining of your resources, and and everything to do with either one of your lives. But it's also about all forms of communication. So this is written, verbal, also body language, anything online, any kind of expression. Okay, it's also about learning. and early learning. And this can be, child sort of early learning to do with children or with your own early learning, what you kind of grasped when you were young. It's also about communication with certain people. So this can be aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings, general relatives, and also neighbors can come in with this card. It can also involve a short journey, like a local journey. So this is not too far, with vehicles, maps, that sort of thing may be coming in. So a short trip may be on the cards for you. It can also be to do with technology of some sort, electronics and so on. So any one of those things could be coming up for you, or a combination within the third house. You could be doing a lot of communication electronically to do with certain things, to do with contracts, or to do with some sort of documentation, or just hearing things, so like media and so on. We've got Mercury retrograde reinvention. Now, Mercury is the ruler of the third house, okay? So there's a strong aspect here to do with communication. But just one thing with Mercury retrograde, this is not a time to be launching anything or signing anything big or making any big purchases or initiating anything under the time that this is prevalent for you. The reason for that is this is more internal. So the communication and the introspection is internal, not external. The minute you try to launch something externally or try to make a big action with this energy, it can go wrong. It can be misunderstood, misinterpreted. Emails can get lost. And communications just don't get delivered correctly, or they don't get delivered at all, or mistakes creep in. So if you've got a very important document which you are going over, or some sort of plan or some sort of contract, with this energy, make sure that you are going through it with a very fine-tooth comb, and delay, if possible, the signing or the initiating of it, or perhaps ask somebody else around you who is sharp, who can go over it for you as well, go through it with you, so that small things get picked up, because small things can creep in, or a mistake can be made. This is a time for introspection and back to the drawing board. That is the energy. So it's got everything to do with reinvention, but anything with a re in front of it. So repeat, review, redo, relocate even can come in with this. Anything with a re. But it's basically back to the drawing board. And when you start going over the plan or whatever it is that you're trying to initiate, when you go back over it again, you will come up with a much better plan once the energies have shifted. So this normally would last in real terms about 3 weeks, roughly. But this is the energy of Mercury retrograde. So it could only be for a week during the course of this month, or it could be longer. You will know when the energy is shifted, because your communications are back on track again. It's as I said, some things just get derailed. You start having small problems to do with electronics or your internet. Things, just keep bombing, or back up your data, back up your phone, back up, whatever, so that you don't lose things. All right, you can misplace your keys even during this energy. So as I said, apply that to this communication, contracts, documents, whatever it is that you are trying to launch in this house. Just plan at this time, get things ready, and if you can, delay the signing or the initiating while this is involved, because you need to reinvent, review, go over it again, whatever it is, and you're going to come up with something much better. It's possible that somebody could come in back from the past as well. This can be a friend or even a relative, somebody that you know, or a colleague. Somebody could just pop back into your life during this period. And that's purposeful, because you can get a lot of completion or closure or understanding from a conversation that you have with them, some sort of communication that you have with them. You will hear or understand something and get closure or completion, or you'll get information that you need. Quite often they pop back in just to deliver something, and that is, it's a Mercury retrograde, so it's kind of a reverse energy, things coming back. So just see how that comes in for you. But it's important because it's falling in your communication house. Then we've got Green Tara, start delegating, ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. So I feel this is very relevant for this third house and Mercury retrograde. As I said, if there is something very important that you cannot delay until this Mercury retrograde energy has passed you, then ask somebody to assist you, somebody who can go through it with a fine-tooth comb, with a sharp eye, just to pick up something that you may have overlooked, okay? But also you just need to ask for help. So, there just may be a lot going on right now and you just need a bit of assistance. So don't feel guilty about asking for help or feel that it's a weakness or that you don't need it. We can't all be Superman or Superwoman all the time. We do need assistance. We do need help. And as I said, somebody could very well pop back into your life just to assist you. So be receptive to that, okay? Be receptive to that and see how they can assist you at this time. Ask them to assist you, give them, something which is requiring to be done, or it could be a family member, as I said, a sibling, aunt, uncle, general relative, or a cousin even, or a neighbor, just somebody, in your environment. Ask others to assist you at this time. I feel it is family related though, generally, and just see, how they can assist you at this time to lighten the load, because you do need time to rest and retreat, just so that you can regroup. Because if you're going to be making a decision or you need to be reviewing something, you need time to do that. You can't do that if you're exhausted or if you're overburdened with a whole lot of tasks and things. So farm stuff out, let people assist you. You can oversee, but ask people to assist you right now, and just to give you time and space so that you can go within to follow your inner guidance, your own intuition and so on, so that you can follow what it is you need to do. As I said, we've got fire element desire here, so this could very well be to do with the 7th house, or you are changing something within your groups and friendships, and also you're needing to delegate certain tasks here. But you will have, with the water element sensing card, this is going to take priority initially, and then once you're through that period, because remember I said it's a preparation period that you're going to be in here for. This is for preparing for an action, and the action comes in with the fire element card. So when this period of review and sort of contemplation and going inward, just resting a little bit, preparing your energy, gathering your resources, etc., etc. Once that period is over, then the fire element steps in. So this is about desire, obviously, desire to connect with your significant person, desire to perhaps change your friendship groups, perhaps to do with this new person coming in. Or just to cut away certain things that are just not serving you, or certain groups that are just not serving you anymore, and you do need to speak up. There could be some things to be said to certain people at this time. But the fire element card is basically, you need to get upfront and honest with somebody, whether it's your person or other people in your environment, a friendship or something like that. But cards on the table. This is about cards on the table being, you may have to confront or challenge or defend yourself at this time. That can sometimes come in with this, but it is also about being fired up, being enthusiastic, being ready to launch, ready to go for something. It's like you turn from one day to the next, because this can be a very quick leap that you will have to make, a very quick turn that you're going to have to make. You can have like an epiphany, some sort of massive understanding, a turning point with this card, and you will have to move quickly. Once you get the go-ahead, you'll move quickly. It can also be scorched earth policy, so you just clear the decks completely, plow your field, whatever it is, clear it so that it's ready to start planting new things. So it could be a complete change of direction, life path, whatever is coming up for you. It could be friendship circles, it could be groups you're members of, it could be certain things that you're shifting and changing that need to be changed now, and you're starting afresh, new beginning, and you're going to have the enthusiasm and the fire to do it. You may just have to be dealing with a few egos along the way, whether it's yours or somebody else's. There may be a few bossy people. Protect your interests at this time as well, but be very direct and move forward with measured action once you get the go-ahead to move ahead. But the desire is there. It can also be sexual desire. It can also be the stoking of the relationship fires. It can also be about that, but you've seen what you want and you're going to go for it. Okay, let's get a destiny card for you. prudence. Okay, so this comes in just for the moment, to do with the water element, you know, just that pulling back of your energy while you prepare. Also with the Mercury retrograde reinvention, this is being prudent with your actions right now while that energy is in your life. So being prudent with your actions, prudent with your words. It's a preparation, but just be careful that you don't spread yourself too thin, or you go after something which you know is not the right time for it. Okay, so it's match your energy to the action, but you will need to spend some time in a sort of privacy and contemplation, following your own inner wisdom, and just be prudent with your actions right now. And then when you get the go ahead, then you can move ahead with your enthusiasm and your actions. But there is some preparation that is required at this time. So just, you know, keep that in mind. Okay, Capricorn, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. And I hope you have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time.